Welcome to Study Loop.
This is the answer to Chapter 24, problem number 47 from the Smith Organic Chemistry textbook. Sorry, let me move that up. All right, there we go. And this problem asks us what starting materials are needed to synthesize each compound using a Robinson annulation. And so remember, the Robinson annulation is a Michael addition followed by an intramolecular aldol. And so these are somewhat complicated to work backwards on. But so what I would recommend is drawing a line through the alkene in the six-membered ring, the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, and then remembering that the one starting material is going to have a ketone there, and then looking at that new ketone, where that new ketone will be, and looking at its alpha carbon that also connects to the six-membered ring that we're forming, and drawing a line through that bond, and remembering that that is where the double bond in the Michael acceptor starting material is going to be. Okay, and so putting that all together, that gives us this as our one starting material for A, and then our other starting material is going to look like this. Okay, so there's A. So then for B, we can do the same thing. So line through the double bond, and our ketone will be there. And then that new ketone's alpha carbon, where it connects to the new six-membered ring, we're going to draw another line there, and that is where our alkene will be in our Michael acceptor starting material. And so, again, putting all of this together, this looks like this. Okay, so that's B. For C, we can do the same thing. So, oops, let me keep my color scheme consistent. So line through this bond, that's where our ketone will be, and then line through this bond, which is where our Michael acceptor's alkene will be. And so taken together, that looks like this. So there's our one starting material, and our second starting material will then look like this. Okay, and same thing for part D here. So line through here, and then having drawn that line, then our next cut will have to be here. Right. Okay. Yep. So there's our Michael acceptor starting material, and then the other starting material is going to look like this. Okay, there we go. As I said, these can be a little challenging. I think that's the best way to approach them, is to think about cutting the double bond in the product, and remembering that that's where the ketone will be in the one starting material. And then at that ketone that you make by cutting the green bond, look at its alpha carbon. It's going to have one alpha carbon that's connected to the new ring, and the bond, there at that alpha carbon will be cut. And in the other starting material, that is where the alkene will be in the Michael acceptor. Okay, and that is the answer to chapter 24, problem number 47.